Hi guys, my name is Jasmine and I am the Sydney lead for the Young Sikh Professionals Network. And today I am so honoured to present to you Elevate 2019. Elevate 2019 is a landmark not only for YSPN but also Sikhs across the globe. The theme of the conference is Seva in a rapidly changing world and is one that is really close to our heart because it explores the core principle of Sikhism, which is selfless service. So, in that spirit, we have gathered eminent leaders from across the globe to come share with us their journeys, their stories, and how they've trailblazed through their careers. And they will be sharing this via the discussion panels that we have on business, entrepreneurship, politics, and migration. So, without further ado, let's go inside.
Hi, my name is Jasprit Sidhu and I'm from the YSPN Melbourne team. At Elevate 2019 today, we started with a migration panel. During this session, we discussed the 3 waves of migration and the challenges and the strengths that came with them. During these sessions, we identified that there were 2 main issues: inclusion and bridging the gap from the current generation and the previous generation. The question was also posed as to how can organisations work together today to truly elevate our community to grow from strength to strength.
We are men and women of the steel. That is what we've been described as, and therefore we can take a battering. We can take, the heat that steel needs to form a blade. And so I think we can be inclusive. We can stand the test of time, and I think there's a very positive future for us in Australia.
Hey guys, I'm Resh, the lead for External Affairs YSPN, and today I had the pleasure of moderating the business panel. It was full of C-suite consultants, VPs and directors from all different types of businesses. Today the topic was Seva in a rapidly changing world, and it was really interesting to see the insights and how these people in their illustrious careers have practiced Seva and have blazed trails all the way through. I think it's something that resonated with the audience, and I think that is something that I'm going to try practice every day going forward.
And finding ways you can contribute to the society in that manner. And ultimately it comes down to whatever you are passionate about, right? If you're trying to fake it, it will not work. So do the things that you believe in, but do it with the mindset of trying to help others and being selfless. And the good thing is it comes back and pays back.
Hi everyone, my name is Gurbaj Power and I'm part of the YSPN External Affairs team. Today I had the opportunity to moderate a panel with 2 very senior executives from the financial services industry. The key moment for me during the session was when the reality of the situation dawned on everyone in the group. 3 Punjabi executives in an ASX 20 company. I think that was a moment of celebration for everyone in the room. A key point of discussion was around the importance of setting precedents and how these 2 gentlemen, with their success and their eminence, have paved the way for future aspiring leaders in Australia, particularly from our community. Another point of discussion was around the importance of diversity, but particularly diversity of thought, and how diversity of thought is a factor of all other forms of diversity that we know, for example, religion, culture, gender, etc.
We, as an organisation, if we stand still and we don't change and we don't challenge the way we do things or how we do them or what sort of people we have doing them, we will not exist in 10, 15, 20 years' time. So, we really get the fact that we need to have different people challenging, around the table around, how do we change and evolve and how do we, build a company for the future. And so diversity is just a big, big part of that, right? Because the same people who look the same, taking the same decisions in the same way, will just mean that we'll go out of existence as a company, or we'll fail as an economy to really take advantage of the wonderful opportunities that these advances are providing us.
Hi, my name is Guranj Bhatia and I'm one of the co-founders of YSPN. Today at Elevate 2019, we had a panel on entrepreneurship. In this panel, we talked about not only the ups, but also the downs of being an entrepreneur, and how through the downs, we can fall back on our cultural values to help us get through these and elevate to the next level.
The casinos 10 years ago, when they had the pokies and you could put coins in them, they used to have metal bottoms, and one pokey out of 100 was paying out, and it sounded like the whole casino was paying out, and everybody thought this is amazing, right? And when they moved to digital cards, they actually lost a lot of revenue because not everybody knew everybody wasn't winning. And entrepreneurship is a bit like that now. All you hear about is the 1 in 1,000 startups that worked, and it had a lot of luck to it. It had a lot of, we think the entrepreneurs have something special about them. They were damn lucky. They were damn lucky, and if they had to do it again, they'd probably be miserable failures because they were just statistically. So there's confirmation bias, and we get influenced by it. So I think the reality of entrepreneurship needs to understand. When I say it's dumb to be in a corporate job, well, it's dumb to be an entrepreneur if you're not willing to risk your marriage, your life, and the rest of it. So you've got to understand what the risks of it really are.
This next panel is sort of about how do we take migration, how do we take entrepreneurship, how do we take business, and how do we take politics and use all of that in service of not just our community, but those that we owe our allyship to and the wider society that we live as a part of.
I would encourage each one of you to excel in what you do. Stand up, be the best in your career. Be the best lawyer that you are, be the best entrepreneur, and be the best in whatever you do. And once you can be very successful in your career, and I think, that's one thing that will make it easier for you to be spotted even when you decide to put up your hand. So the other thing is, of course, you must have the capacity and the ability, but you also must have the desire, and that's where putting up the hand comes in, that, you must serve, go in with the spirit of wanting to serve. And don't be shy. I think we spend a lot of time worrying about whether we're going to be accepted or whether. I think now we have enough examples around the world to show that we can do it. So therefore, you also must have the desire to come forward and do what you can to serve our community and serve society at large. So you have the capacity. Please come forward and show the desire, and I think you'll do a good job.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the gala dinner for Elevate 2019. So what do we have planned for you all tonight that will be this event? We will shortly hear from Mr. Satwan Singh, or as we know him, Uncle Satwan Singh, the President of Sikh Youth Australia, the parent organisation of YSPN. This will be followed by a presentation on the first ever report detailing the economic impact of Sikhs in Australia. This will be followed by a keynote speech from Mr. Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi, the first turbaned Sikh MP in New Zealand. Now, you can't call this an Indian celebration unless we have some sort of music. So we've got that planned as well. We have in store a cultural performance from the very talented Miss Parveen Kaur from the band The Bombay Royale.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Elevate 2019. As always, thank you for all your support. To keep an eye out of our next set of activities, make sure you hit us up on our social media.